Hey, welcome to Swing Like a Gorilla. I'm your host, the DZL, and today we have a special treat. Today we're in the fitting studio to test out the brand new, unreleased TaylorMade Stealth Driver. Now this thing is very pretty. All blacked out, red carbon face, sliding weight, just like the one from 2 years ago. And that's what we're gonna put it up against, my sim driver with a sliding weight. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna hit 10 shots with each. We go 5, 5, 5, 5. I have the exact same setup in each one. I'm gonna take my shaft, put it in this driver. We're gonna crunch the numbers, see what comes out on top, and then afterwards we'll do a review, what it feels like, what it sounds like, the whole 9 yards, and see if this is better or just different. Whew. I'm tired, but that was a lot of fun. All right, before we break this thing down, make sure you get down there in the comment section, leave a comment, hit like, hit subscribe. Really appreciate it, guys. All right, let's get into it. Now, TaylorMade is saying that this is a brand new category of driver. No more metal woods. This is the first carbon wood. And let's just start right there with the red carbon face. TaylorMade is saying that this is 60 layers of carbon stacked up on each other, making this 40% lighter than all the previous models. And they say this produces more energy and more ball speed at impact. And then they take that weight and redistribute, spread it out over the rest of the face, creating even more ball speed and more energy transfer. The other unique aspect of this face, besides being red, is it has a rough texture when you rub your fingers across. You can feel it. They're calling this a nano texture. And they say the purpose of this is to control spin. On top of that, you'll see scoring lines go all the way across the driver face, which in drivers in the past, scoring lines really didn't mean that much. They were there for mostly aesthetic purposes. But TaylorMade is saying now, all this helps control spin, especially if there's any moisture on the face of the driver, that being rain or even morning dew. So we'll see about that. We'll have to test that out a little later. But now TaylorMade is offering 4 versions of this driver. The standard Stealth, the Stealth HD or high draw version, the Stealth Plus, which is the one we just tested with the sliding weight, and then the Stealth in the ladies version. These drivers are going to start at $579 and go up to $599 for the Plus version. Now this makes 2 years in a row that TaylorMade has increased their prices on new drivers. Now they're not the only ones. This is a trend I don't see stopping, unfortunately, with everything going on in the golf industry. But hey, all right. My initial reaction to all this has to start with the face. We've all heard that carbon fiber is stronger than steel. We've seen it in bikes, we've seen it in cars, we've seen it in drivers, but never on the face. And that's great and all, but I want to know how this is going to hold up over thousands of hits on a little white ball at over 100 miles an hour. I don't know. I do know that I've cracked multiple titanium drivers. I'm not special, a lot of people have. I also shattered a 3-wood last December. Check that out on my Instagram page. It's pretty funny. Just blew up because it was cold. What's going to happen to this driver when it gets cold? It's not metal anymore. Now it's carbon fiber. What's that gonna do? Time will tell. I don't know. But hey, other than that, I love the way this driver looks. I love the way it sounds. I love the way it feels. I mean, behind the ball, it looks great. All murdered out, all black. It looks fantastic. The only thing I did notice is when I put my shaft into this driver after having my head on it, it was slightly heavier. Now, did that play a part in any kind of spin numbers? I don't know. Was I just more used to mine? I don't know. But let's break down the numbers. Let's take a look at it. All right, so let's check this out. On top, you're going to see the sim driver, my sim driver, and on the bottom, you're going to see the Stealth Plus. Ball speed, 146.8 versus 148, so according to TaylorMade, and they were right, we did see slightly higher ball speeds. Almost a 1.5 mile difference, which is pretty big. That usually equates to 3 to 5 yards for most people. Launch angle was very similar, only a 0.1 off, so we're going to call that even. The biggest difference I saw was the spin numbers. Now for me, for my swing, I saw almost 400 RPMs more spin. Some people need that. I do not. Spin equals forgiveness a lot of times. Keep it in the fairway. With this, not surprising, I did see 3 yards higher peak height, which did affect the carry. Carry on mine was 260, roll out to about 290. Carry on the Stealth was 259, roll out to about 285. That's what I would expect to see with slightly higher spin numbers and slightly higher peak height. Now those results are for my swing, and I tend to spin the ball a little bit more. That's why I like a little bit lower spin driver. So in conclusion, it does what TaylorMade said it was going to do. With the carbon face, you're supposed to get higher ball speeds. We saw that. For my swing, with my spin numbers, was it better? Maybe a little. Don't know. It could have, like I said, it could have been just the weight difference for me. I noticed that through the swing. You may not. So did that affect anything? I don't know. The only way to find out for sure is for you to go get tested, go try one out, go get fitted, get down there in the comments. Let me know. Are you buying one? Are you excited about this? Do you want to try it out? What are you buying coming up this spring? So with that, go out there, hit them straight, and don't forget, swing like a gorilla.